And more on the breaking news now. A federal judge just ordered Virginia to reinstate the more than 1,600 voters taken off the state's voter rolls after being identified as non-citizens. The Justice Department filed a lawsuit after their removal, which alleged that Virginia violated federal law by systematically removing those non-citizens from voter rolls too close to Election Day. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin says the state will immediately petition the court for an emergency injunction. We have Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin by phone for his very first reaction, and let's get that. First of all, welcome to the Faulkner Focus, and your reaction, Governor.
Yeah, Harris, this is a stunning ruling by a federal judge who is ordering Virginia to reinstate individuals who have self-identified as non-citizens back on the voter rolls. And what's even more astounding is the vast majority of these folks had presented immigration documents confirming that they were non-citizens, and we recently had that verified by federal authorities. So here we are with a judge saying, put people back on the voter rolls who you know are non-citizens. And this is under a law in Virginia that's been in effect since 2006. It has been applied by Republican and Democrat governors alike into this 90-day period. And here we are 11 days before a presidential election, and a federal judge is ordering them back on the voter rolls. It's astounding to me that this could possibly happen. I mean, listen, common sense says non-citizens aren't on the voter rolls, but the Constitution and the law say it as well. And that's why we are immediately petitioning the Fourth Circuit for an emergency stay here on this injunction. And we will immediately go to the U.S. Supreme Court if necessary.
Look,
we are not going to sit by and let this happen.
I'm reading, Governor, that the executive order requiring the removal of them came on August 7th. Which was 90 days before Election Day. So clearly you had begun this process far ahead of when the DOJ was coming for you. I don't understand why there is any question about the timing of this.
Harris, this process has been going on for years. For years. This is not something that just started in the 90-day window. And by the way, the 90-day window doesn't even apply because these are non-citizens who shouldn't have been on the voter roll to begin with. And this is an individualized process. These people have self-identified as non-citizens and either by accident or purpose ended up on the voter rolls, and they should have not been there in the first place. And so to suggest that we have to put them back on the voter roll is why everyone is just reacting with this immense sense of amazement. Could this possibly be? And that's why we have to immediately petition for an emergency stay on this injunction, and we will do that as fast as we possibly can.
All right. Speaking of quickly, because I know you've got to get back at it, real quickly now. So what happens? I know it's 1,600, and people may say, oh, that's not many. Every race in America is going to be tight. Let's just get that straight right now. So what happens if those voters are put back on the rolls? And are you concerned that there may be others out there who will try to register before Election Day? Can they even do that in your state?
At this point in our state, we do have same-day registration, but they cast a provisional ballot. And then we can go back and confirm whether that was a valid ballot or not. And, in fact, that is the ultimate safeguard here for anyone in this process, which is they can always same-day register and cast a provisional ballot that then can be confirmed with the light of day on it. The reality is that we have safe and fair and accurate elections in Virginia. We have paper ballots and counting machines, not voting machines. They're not hooked up to the Internet. We have extensive custody laws, and we have really clean voter rolls. And this is what I'm concerned about, is a federal judge telling us to put these people back on the voter rolls after we have done everything constitutionally consistent and consistent with our law, and, by the way, common sense. So we are going to immediately petition for this emergency stay of the injunction and make sure that our voter rolls stay clean.
Why can't they just keep those votes aside, just like they would on Election Day, if there are any questions about anybody, and just put those aside and let the federal government vet those people themselves, even though they've already done it and they gave you the go-ahead that these were non-citizens, but let them redo that process. I don't understand what the rush is. It feels political. Your last comment.
Yeah, Harris, common sense is clearly not at play here, and that's our issue. And so the common sense answer is, of course, that if people have been taken off the voter roll, they're not able to affirm that they are a U.S. citizen, they shouldn't be voting. And they can, of course, affirm they are a U.S. citizen and get back on the voter roll. That is common sense. That's a process that's been working in Virginia for 18 years. And to have a federal judge order that we reinstate over 1,500 individuals back on the voter rolls doesn't comply with common sense, the Constitution, or Virginia law.
Every American needs to be focused right now on Virginia and what's happening with those non-citizens. Governor.
And Harris, last comment. Get out and vote, folks. You know, this is an incredibly important election, and we are asking all common sense-minded Virginians and Americans, get out and vote.
Amen. Governor, I appreciate your time, first reaction here, and of course we'll be following this, keeping it in focus very closely. Thank you, sir.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.